Thousands of people fought and died to give you the gift of an inalienable right. Would you turn your back on this gift? This is a decision you make when you do not vote. Election day should become a federal holiday so more people can exercise their civic duty in our democracy. The obstacles we face without an election day holiday include lack of time, long waiting lines at polls, and lack of respect for the importance of voting. Hopefully, after considering the following, you can understand and support my position. We live in a democracy which provides the right to vote. Yet every year, people are unable to vote because work and school schedules conflict with election day. This problem affects both low and high income citizens alike. According to the 2014 Census Bureau poll, of those making over $150,000 per year, 35% cite being too busy as the reason that they did not vote. In the same study, the second biggest obstacle preventing voting on election day, affecting 18% of those making $20,000 or less per year, is illness and disability. The need to accommodate extra time for the purpose of voting affects at least 1 out of every 5 citizens, whether they are rich or poor. Making Election Day a national holiday would enable more people to exercise their right to vote for a president that represents their social values. African Americans received the right to vote in 1870, yet this right was continuously stripped and denied until the Voting Rights Act of 1965, and women did not receive the right to vote until they fought and won it in 1920. This rich history of the struggle to make all men truly equal, as promised by the Constitution, deserves the respect of a holiday. Voting is one of the most important actions that a citizen can take to affect the direction of our country, and every vote counts. As Alicia B. Molt, a writer for the Borgen Project, has stated, at least 3 popular elections have been decided by 1 or 2 votes. Elections affect decisions towards taxes, civil, marriage and abortion rights, laws, and the military. These decisions are not to be taken lightly, and it is past time for our society to define Election Day as a day to serve your civic duty with dignity and importance. Some people believe that Election Day should not be a federal holiday because this situation would not be able to help everyone. Inc. Magazine's Suzanne Lucas argues that while bigger companies may close, retail stores and restaurants may not. However, this is an unreasonable argument because it is saying that since not everyone benefits, then we shouldn't help anyone at all. Employees still scheduled during this holiday can still cast an absentee ballot. Though some workers may have to work, it would still make a positive difference in the voting opportunities of a major portion of the population. Another criticism from those who oppose an Election Day holiday is the suggestion that Election Day should be moved to the weekend instead. However, this would introduce other issues. Notably, Slate magazine has indicated that other countries which hold elections on weekends do not have a significantly larger turnout than the United States. Also, changing Election Day from a Tuesday to the weekend may be seen as a burden against religious faiths who practice on weekends. In reality, no solution can perfectly benefit everyone, yet steps must be taken to accommodate the needs of the most people in a reasonable way. The President of the United States has the power to dedicate a federal holiday through an executive order. With your help, we can encourage this by writing our elected officials and urging them to enact this change. As I have shared with you, This change is needed because many people currently do not have time to vote. Overpopulated polling places can cause further delays, and elections determine the future of our country and need symbolic representation. We can work together to pass meaningful legislation. Those who died for our rights did so for us to live and fight for ours.